Okay, Assalamualaikum semua. Welcome back. Okay, so this time is part 2. So I need to continue this one. At least we want to cover all the 4 type of the to identify redox reaction. So please remember in our previous class, we learned about the first method to identify redox. Okay, again, define redox, oxidation and reduction that happen simultaneously. What is the first method? We look at the oxygen, whereby when the oxygen increases, we call it oxidation. When the oxygen decreases, we call it reduction. So what is our second method? Our second method is called hydrogen. So hydrogen just opposite from oxygen, whereby when the hydrogen decreases, okay, we call it oxidation. And when the hydrogen increases, then only we call it reduction. So it's just a very basic example, similar with the oxygen, except it's a different element. Because it's too easy, I will go to our next part. If you think that you want to know about the hydrogen, so please put in the comment. Okay. So now our third method. So our third method is a little bit tricky. Look at it carefully. So the third method is based on the electron transfer. Okay, for electron transfer, okay, so this one similar with the second method, which is hydrogen, whereby when the electron decreases, then only I call it oxidation. And when the electron increases, we call it as a reduction. And I can give you one basic formula. We call it oil rig. Oil rig stands for what? O is oxidation. L means loses electron. R reduction. G means gain electron. So either way, either you just want to remember decreases, increases, or you want to remember oxidation is losing electron, reduction is gaining electron, or I call it as the oil rig. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so now how about electron transfer? So can we explain more about how we work on electron transfer? So we go to the example, the same page as before. So now I will write the same equation. So we are using the same example but different method. Okay, so later you will compare the result. So 2 mg, I write the balance one plus O2 equal to 2 mgO. Before we start to do the third method, so we have certain rules to tell you about this method. So the first one, every atom or molecule, okay, when you write the half equation, so the symbol is the same. Okay, what does it mean? Example, atom is any metal. Metal normally group 1 until group 13 and group 18, halogen. So all of these are atoms. So let's say, teacher magnesium, meaning you just write magnesium. Teacher sodium, sodium you just write an A. Teacher group 18, neon, so I just write neon. Krypton, I just write krypton. So no change, no charges, so just write the symbol itself. Okay, molecule is normally non-metal and normally it is a covalent bond. Covalent bond is the reaction between non-metal and non-metal. So whereby all the molecules or non-metal or covalent bond, you just write it as the symbol also. Example, oh, oxygen gas, always O2 because it is diatomic. Chlorine gas, bromine gas, hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide gas. Normally it is gas state lah. So molecule, everything must you copy it as it is. You don't have to put any charges. Okay, but the special one is the ionic. If it is ionic compound, you need to break it into two. The first one is the cation, positive charge, and the second one is an ion. An ion is negative charge. Okay, example. Oh, I have sodium chloride. So what's inside sodium chloride? Na plus and Cl minus. Na plus is called cation. Cl minus is called an ion. So another example, maybe I give you another example. Magnesium oxide. Okay, sorry, I don't want to use this. Okay, lead bromide. So what is the cation? Lead 2 plus. What is the anion? Br minus. So make sure when you write the electron transfer method, you have to know two rules. The first one, atom or molecule, write as it is. Example, metal or any group 18. Molecule, non-metal or covalent bond, write the symbol as it is. But only for ionic compound, you need to break it into the cation and ion. But to do this, you need to write the half equation. Half equation. So how you want to do the half equation? Okay, look at this. Okay, we follow the rules. I change the pen color first. Okay, first, the pairing must be the same. Magnesium, you take the pairing. Oh, still same, magnesium. Oxygen, the pairing would be the same here. Okay, so now I write. First is magnesium. So magnesium is atom, right? How you know atom, teacher? Because it by himself. So if it is by himself, okay, meaning it's an atom. So atom means you just write as it is. So for this one, magnesium is this. So the partner here goes here, become this. So meaning you write the arrow. Now you go into magnesium oxide. Oh, magnesium oxide is ionic compound. How you know, teacher? Magnesium is metal, oxygen is non-metal. So the combination or the reaction between metal and non-metal produce ionic compound. So you break the charge. So because now we are talking about magnesium, so I only take the magnesium. So what is the charges of magnesium? Mg2 plus. Okay, so I almost have the half equation. Remember, every time you want to do the complete half equation, you have two steps. Okay, the first step, balance number, balance the element. Second step, balance the charge. Okay, we go through the first step. Balance the element. So you see here, oh, magnesium I only have one. Magnesium I only have one. So the first method, it's balance. Second step, balance the charges. So whenever you see the 2 plus, you put the plus there. And because we have the 2 plus there, so therefore I put the 2 electron. Always, always. Every time you see the plus, you put the plus. Because it is 2, I put 2. Teacher, if this one 3 plus, I put the plus 3. If this one only plus, I add 1 electron. If this one 4 plus, I put here 4 electron. Okay, so this is what we call half equation. equation. Okay, not enough. We need to have two half equation to get the equation. So another one, another pair is oxygen. Oh, oxygen at first, it is a molecule. How do I know? Because it is gas state. Remember, molecule, you just copy as it is. So oxygen, O2. So O2, you look at the arrow, it becomes magnesium oxide, an ionic compound. Ionic compound, you need to break it into the cation and an ion. So O is what charge? 2 minus. Okay, so we follow our step again. Balance the element. Balance the element. So this one, we have 2 oxygen. This one, you look at the oxygen, not the charges. You look at the oxygen, only one. Not balance, teacher. I need to balance it. Remember, when you undergo the balance, only change the number in front. So therefore, I put here 2. Okay, double check. O has 2. This one O also 2. So balance element done. Second one, balance the charges. So balance the charges. Every time you see minus, just now plus, plus. 2, 2. But this one minus, so you also write minus here. You see 2, but because we have the coefficient there, you need 2 times the coefficient. So 2 times 2. 2 times 2 equal to 4. So you write here 4 electron. Okay, but in chemistry, we don't have such thing as minus electron. Just imagine this. You already donate money, 5 ringgit. So the money is not with you anymore. Someone already have your money. So therefore, you cannot put the money into your record because the money is not with you anymore. So 2O2 minus already minus or donate for electron. So the money is not with oxide anymore. So it's similar like mathematics. Negative you bring into the other side. So negative become the positive. So it become positive for electron. So in the exam, I cancel this one. In the exam, I don't have to put this step. Okay, I just write the final answer. Oxygen plus 4 electron, arrow to oxide to minus. I only want to show you this method to show how I minus or how I bring forward the minus for electron. Okay, almost done, almost done. This is another half equation. Okay, teacher, I able to get the half equation. Then how I want to know oxidation or reduction? So we look on the left part, left of the equation. So I repeat, we look at the left part of the equation. Left part of the equation. So look at this one. Okay, this one is gaining electron, right? Gaining. So you look at the rules there. When the electron transfer increases or gaining. So what we call it? Reduction. Or gaining. So therefore, gaining electron. So if gaining electron, what we call it? Reduction. Okay, remember, if this one undergoes reduction, meaning the other elements act as the agent. So magnesium act as the oxidizing agent. Okay, next one, the magnesium. So magnesium, no electron teacher, no electron means loses. So double check, decreases, loses. So loses means what? Oxidation. So I just write the conclusion here. So this one loses electron. So loses electron, we call it oxidation. So the another element, we call it as a reducing agent. Okay, so therefore, again, it undergoes oxidation and reduction that happens simultaneously. So this is an example of a redox reaction. And this answer, compared to the previous method, you get the same answer, even though different method. This method, the third method, very important because it's commonly used in the rest of the chapter. So it maybe take some time for you to understand better. So try to rewind, okay, forward, repeat the video a few times to make sure you able to understand how to come out of the half equation. Okay, so I think it's until today, okay, until this notes, anything that you don't understand, later you can message me. Okay, thank you class. See you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.